About 2 years ago, gamers were introduced to a brand new game where you get to play as a cat, Stray. And though many people loved it, a consistent critique was that the game was a bit too linear, that the game didn't truly let you play and explore the world like a cat. But now there's a new kitten on the block that may just fix that complaint the gamers had. Little Kitty Big City is a wholesome open world game that perhaps may be a bit shorter than I would have preferred, but allowed me to put my paws to the ground and have a silly and whimsical adventure. Hey there, my name's CGDannyB and you're watching my review of Little Kitty Big City. Up front, huge shout out to PopAgenda and Dagger Studios for setting me up with an early copy of the game so that I could review it for you today. Before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor and like the video, it would genuinely help me to continue to make the content that I'm making right now and help the channel grow for more people to discover these awesome indie titles. Now, it's time to wake up from that cat nap you're taking so we can talk about Little Kitty Big City. The story of Little Kitty Big City is a simple one. One bright sunshiny day, our little cat hero is taking a wonderful nap on the windowsill, until that restless, noodly, confusingly agile body causes you to fall from your comfy position by the apartment and sends you hurtling down to the streets below. Safely, of course. And now this indoor cat has to become street smart in order to get home. By meeting some new animal friends, collecting a bunch of shiny trinkets, and getting distracted by all the unusual things around you, you'll be able to find out what it takes to reach your comfy apartment window once again. Once you're set free into the world of Little Kitty Big City, you're given some very basic controls to get around the streets. Simply walking around and jumping up small platforms to reach higher areas is how you'll mostly traverse the introduction of this game. But you can also use the trigger buttons to swat things with the corresponding paws. So if you want to be a chaotic cat, and let's face it, who wouldn't want to do that, you can start knocking over jars and tripping people for your own amusement. Just take note, some of these people are actually trying to earn a living, so if you're impeding their business, they're gonna try and get rid of you. Now you are just a cat, so I don't think they can legally charge you with trespassing, but they will shamefully pick you up and walk you out of the store or construction site, even if you do meet safety protocol. But who cares what the humans think? They're just blank-faced bipedal nerds who can't have a good time. You're a dumbass. Now the important characters in this game are the colorful cast of animal companions that you'll meet along the way. To start, you'll be introduced to the Crow, who sort of plays the role as your mentor, telling you how to become streetwise and what you need to do to survive out here. It's a very Simba Zazu style relationship, just a bit less feline royalty. The Crow tells you since you can't fly like he can, your best bet's to start climbing, but unfortunately you didn't have lunch today, so your energy is a bit low for that. But Crow says he can get you some fish if you collect some shinies for him. Once you set out to find all the little bottle caps, paper clips, and lug nuts that you can, your adventure truly begins. This is where you'll start meeting all your new animal friends. From the lazy cat by the grocery store, to the goofy raccoon who discovers sewers can create interdimensional travel, i.e. fast traveling. The more you progress, the more companions you'll find, introducing new side quests that'll earn you more shinies so that you can pay off that old crow. Some quests are very simple, like knocking over jars or fetching feathers from little birds, while some of them are more explorative, like Father Duck asking you to find all of his missing kids. Honestly, this one was just Dad trying to find free childcare, but it was still pretty cute watching the little stinkers follow me around. Now once you found a bunch of shinies and get that first fish in your belly, the world finally starts to open up, because now you can start to climb. Although it's not very much, basically enough to get you over a small fence. But once you make it over that fence, you are set free to discover a new section of the map where you'll find more quests, more shinies, and more importantly, more fish. Now this is the part of the game where you can either choose to wrap up the story, get the main quest done and leave, or continue to explore to find every little thing that you can. So this is probably the best time to mention that this game can be very short. If you power through the tutorial section and reach this area, you could just open the map, go get all the fish that you need, and then make the climb back to your apartment. I'd have to imagine if you know what you're doing and where to go, you could probably knock this whole game out in about 20 to 30 minutes. However, that's probably not why you want to buy this game. It's to explore and experience everything that the world has to offer, right? Once I reached this final area, though it is admittedly small in the realm of open world games, it still had plenty for me to do, making my adventure cap off around the 3-hour mark. But that's still without going back, completing all the quests, and finding every hat in the game. Yeah, I bet you're wondering when I was going to mention those. You can customize your cat with an assortment of different hats that you find around the world, or spend extra shinies that you find at capsule machines to get even more. From just exploring and only buying maybe 2 hats, I still only have 12 out of the total 42 hats available in the game. Now I don't think my own personal goal is going to be to go find all of them, especially with all the other games releasing this month, and the fact that I already found the frog hat. But if there is a platinum trophy over the horizon, I'm certainly back in. I started this video by comparing Little Kitty Big City and Stray, debatably the 2 most mainstream cat games on the market right now. Now I loved Stray for its world building and visual style, but I wish I got to play more of an inquisitive cat like Little Kitty Big City. And though I think Little Kitty Big City is definitely more my speed with its more playful animations, cartoony visual style, and open world elements, I think this is just a case of different strokes for different folks. But if you're looking for a low stakes, relaxing yet excitable adventure, Little Kitty Big City is definitely the way to go. And I'm hoping to see additional content come to the game that expands the world a bit more, or even a sequel that doubles down on everything this game does right. I'm just saying, working title here, Little Kitty, Bigger City. Huh? Your call, Double Dagger. Just know, I will come for royalties if you use it. And no, I will not be accepting fish as payment. Thank you guys so much for checking out my review of Little Kitty Big City. If you want to pick the game up for yourself, it's available today, May 9th on Steam, Switch, and Xbox consoles. Plus, if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can play it on there as well. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stick around for some more indie gaming content. See you guys next time.